We're live from the doghouse closet.
We're in Suzy's house today.
Hello. At least one person. No, three people. Is one of them me? We were trying to figure it out the other day that if we are live on YouTube, do we count in the numbers? And somebody said no, it doesn't count.
No.
And it counts. It counts. But anyway, how's everybody doing? Everybody, all three of you. I see Mark's there. Oh, it went away.
I see one.
Oh no. That's a real delay, I have to say. That's
Yeah.
a minute.
I tell you what, they've been having like almost a 9-second delay.
Well, I think that sounded like a minute. Dawn from the Crafty Visage.
Yeah, she's usually on Johnny's. Hey, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. How are you? Can you all hear me? Because I'm sideways today, and I'm usually not, and I don't know how to work it. Raid from Jersey Gypsy. Just kidding. She was coming anyway. Thank you, Jersey. Jersey, you need some clothes? Look behind me. That's excess clothes that was from my selling clothes. Hi. I'm assuming Jersey's going to come and want to pay more than her, like honey hole price. And then the honey holes, we were talking about that, people, as our thrift spot that's special to us. Because I know Mark would have something else to say about the honey hole. Anyway. So here, welcome to the doghouse, featuring today, I guess, Precious, because Precious is in Dawn's lap. So Dawn, Southern Finds, Miss Southern Finds, how's it going?
It's going, girl. It's going.
I did a clothing sale this Monday. I was very grateful to be invited, or at least to have asserted myself into it. And I sold some clothes. I've only wrapped up one package so far. It's the package changed a couple times, but I'm grateful to get 3 things out, even though I normally charge that for one.
Lisa. I guess that's a no.
Those are close. Yeah, no kidding. Well, I was selling like Nicole Miller's and leather jackets and a Jones New York dress. I sold all 3 of those things for $25, people. That was pretty cheap.
Nice.
Real soft leather. Hey, Glenn's here.
Hey,
Glenn. So, what are you doing today, Miss Dawn? We could start with talking about that.
I have to go and pack some packages.
I have to go to the post office as well, and I have to put some labels on, and I really should try to pack. But I've learned my lesson, and I know I was going to talk about this later. I used to tell you, don't put the final tape on the package until you get the money. And I didn't listen to my own advice. And now I'm ripping into my supply of wrapping supplies because people are saying, I don't remember buying from you. And it's like, well, you did. And now I'm out. Not only, I don't care about the tape at all, but I do care about the packing material and if you spend 50 cents for a bag and then you have to rip into it, costs money. And if you're only making like 10 cents to begin with, it's pretty sad. Hey, G. Hey, Joe Mouse.
Hey,
Joe Mouse. I have your package will be dropped off at the post office today. That's a promise, unless my car doesn't start. And I'm not walking it. So.
You ever tried doing the pickup?
Oh, I will never do that. Because guys that do that, they have like one little shoulder bag and they don't always scan it, and it doesn't always happen in the morning. It makes me uptight. I think that they took it home for lunch and they never brought it back out. I don't know. I lived in the Bronx, and our postman used to throw his pack of stuff in his trunk and then drink at lunchtime and then get wasted and go home and sleep it off. And the federal government actually pressed charges against him. And when they broke into his house, it was a hoarder house of people's mail.
Wow.
After that experience, I will never, I just really can't trust people anymore. Hush, greet your chat. Okay, Jennifer. Welcome, Miss Jennifer Hayes. Jeffrey's here. Hey, Jeffrey. Adopted Retrospects is Kim who I always just call Dr. Retrospect. and I'm like, I would like you to come up on the panel and explain your name for us and say hi to the people if you want. Durvo Memories here. Hey, how's it going? We said hi to Mark. G's here. Hey, G. Glenn's here. Jersey Gypsy. What? Did I already say hi to G? Oh, he's always here. Is that what you said?
I said he's been here.
So
he's been here.
I could still say hi. I'm late to the game. She's like laughing.
Jeffrey's here. Jeffrey.
I washed my hair and it's still wet. So, her name is Trouble, not Kim. I wait them to scan it in Jersey. Yeah, in New Jersey and in New York. I hear Mr. Woozy. Mr. Woozy's coming. You leaving? Hey, have a good day.
Hi, Tony.
Say hi to the fans.
Hello.
Say,
I don't know where I am.
Look at the picture.
All right.
Come down. Hi.
Everything's backwards.
Yes, it is. I do this. It's my show. So, Terry.
I was told I had to behave today. Hey, Terry.
What? Hi, Terry. We'll switch it back and forth just so people get like.
You can leave it. It's your show.
Hey, Terry. Commonwealth Thrifter. Commonwealth. Is that like Massachusetts Commonwealth? Raid? I don't know. We always called Massachusetts a Commonwealth, even though it's really not.
She said she was not related to Commonwealth Picker.
Oh, she's Commonwealth Thrifter. Did I say Picker?
No. But she had mentioned that on
Are they
on Johnny's show?
Oh, there's Virginia. The Commonwealth Thrifter, Virginia. Welcome to this madness. It'll calm down. I suppose when I leave, but that's Roxy barking because she loves Mr. Woozy and she can't imagine life without him. So she just thinks if she barks a lot at something, that they'll come back. It usually works the other way. She hasn't learned that barking means like run, not come. She'll bark at like rabbits. Come back. I want to eat you. The Commonwealth of Virginia.
I can tell Dawn has a ring light. I know it's in my glasses, huh? I have 2 ring lights, one on each side.
I have a I'm trying to show it, but I'm afraid. I have a t-shirt on a light trying to diffuse light the other way.
I also have a lamp here. It's just a lamp without a shade.
Well, when I put it the other way, it blinds me.
It is, Lisa. The doghouse is in full swing today.
Rox, come over here. Come on. Come say hi to the people. Come here, I'm in here.
Hubby's home here, so that's why Bella's quiet.
Yes, I am. I'm in here, baby. Come on. Come up. Up on my lap. Oh, here comes Norton. Here comes Trouble. Come up on my lap. Can I lift you? You don't like being lifted. She's like, no. Oh. She's like, no, I don't want to be lifted. Anyway, she's here. I can't show. I'm only broadcasting from that and not there. Anyway, I don't want to show my dirty secrets. If I put the camera facing down, it's a bunch of stuff strewn across the floor.
Well, now you just told your secret, so
I did. But I don't want to show it.
You have your phone with you?
I do have my phone, but I don't think it's broadcasting from my phone.
Oh, because I was going to tell you, make some people blue.
Oh, okay. I can see. I'll try.
She's going to try, guys. Looks like you're having a clothes auction. She did have a clothes auction, Jennifer. She was on Kim. It's about to be real, right? It's about to get real.
Yes, I did. Oh.
I think Precious here is Roxy.
Oh my gosh, everything went away. Come back.
Come back? Think it'll listen?
No, I was talking to, well, whatever.
I went to the booth yesterday and fluffed it and made a video.
You fluffed it?
I fluffed it.
I can't help but think of fluffing as a whole nother thing.
Well, that's
that's for a different kind of show. That could be like the dog.
Greg wants to know, is Suzy in a thrift shop?
That was yes, it's a thrift shop. It's called My House, and this is why I want to move to a whole new house, because every room in the house is like this room. we just share it with my hoard.
I do, Mark. It's like, that's what they call it there. You have to come fluff your booth at least once a week. Well, it's not mandatory, but
Mark,
so I'll either add stuff, take stuff out, dust a little, not a lot, a little.
Yeah, he knows what fluffing is, and probably Mark's world, fluffing means a whole different thing. And it's getting you ready. Well, it's getting you ready for the next shot. But you know, the movie is not a chit-chat show. I need to.
Too much.
Look what I got. Look what I got. I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He brought it to me after we started. I know.
Oh, I don't have any food. I didn't eat. I brought a coffee and a soda.
Mind if I eat?
I don't mind. Either way, girl. Be comfortable. Everybody, go get smoked snacks, drinks. We don't care. As long as you don't come on here naked, that's fine with us.
Precious doesn't like peanut butter.
That's the only dog I've ever met that didn't like peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
My dogs will eat pretty much anything, even maybe if it's moving. We don't want to talk about it.
Oh, honey. Oh, he said he's going back to work because I asked.
He is?
No, because I asked for too much.
When is work starting again for him?
July 5th for him. He's on vacation. Hey, Pearl.
Hey, Pearl. All right, so I thought I put a wrench on Terry. Let's see. It says remove his mascara, but I don't.
Blue.
All right, I can't see the blueness.
I don't know. Kim's blue.
Once I pick up, okay. I thought I put Stacker in. Is the Stacker marked blue?
Yeah, I think those were the only two.
And okay. Because it's not blue, but I did see wrenches. You need food now, Jersey? Well, you know what we say in Jersey. If you're hungry, there's always a Wawa within 10 minutes of where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Now you want somebody who doesn't like it.
We have quick checks in our area all over the place. We used to have our 7-Elevens are going out of business like crazy. It used to be a staple almost every 3 blocks. Now they're all closing. I'm wondering if the business is like just going out of business.
You want a bite?
I do.
Oh, he put too much jelly.
Do you know what I really wanted? Some of that stuff you made yesterday.
What?
That
Oh,
the chicken that like 10,000 calories a bite, you know.
Yara didn't like it.
Really cheese. Well, honestly.
So my youngest son watches TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and gets recipes, and then he sends them to me. So this was, you took a can of, I don't know what brand she said, I couldn't understand it, of garlic Parmesan, like Alfredo sauce.
So any brand that you like, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Then he put too much jelly, y'all. Then, so you put a jar of that, cream cheese.
Fattening already. All right.
About 3 or 4 chicken breasts.
Okay.
Like deboned.
Yes.
Then what else? So you put that on high for either 8 hours or low for 4. And you put that on. Oh, and a cup of the shredded Parmesan. So you put that on, and then when you go back at the end,
I want to insert cheese, the Parmesan. If you're poor like me, you have the ground up stuff that has sawdust in it. All right,
I'm just telling you what the lady put in.
Okay.
So you do that, and then at the end, you add another cup of Parmesan and a pound of noodles
into the crock pot.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's already. You have to cook them first.
I'm gonna say noodles in a crock pot to me.
No, you don't cook them in a crock pot.
Oh, okay.
You cook them on the stove. Oh.
Bagel. That sounds like they tried to make a bagel Italian, and we all know that bagels are not Italian. Tony told me a story about his grandfather who was 86 years old, and they were having bagels, and he said, "What the hell? What? Should I clean it up?" He said, "What the hell's this?" He's holding up the bagel, and they go, "It's a bagel, Pops." And he said, "I lived 86 years without having one. I don't need to try it now." And he threw it on the table. So bagels, you didn't hear the story. I could tell you didn't seem amused. But
I'm sorry, I've discovered she likes strawberry jelly.
86-year-old guy says, "I didn't eat a bagel by now. I'm not going to try one." He threw it on the table.
I don't blame him. Shit, he didn't miss nothing.
Come on. If you know what? You never had a New York bagel. That's why you think it's not special. Because bagels in the other part of the country are really just bread rolls with a hole in the middle, and they really are special. But when you have a bagel from here, they boil them.
I've never had a real bagel. I mean, I've had bagels, but
you boil dough in, it has like baking soda in the water, and it does something to the crust, and then when you bake it, it gets like chewy and crispy at the same time, and then the inside is dense and the outside is like chewy crispy, and it's just an experience in bread that's very special.
Then you should.
They're good. They're really good. So
Jennifer says she wants to thrift. Me too, Jennifer.
I want to thrift, but I really have to start thrifting right behind myself because I have a lot of stuff in the house. She offered to pick her up, not me. Let's all meet. Let's meet. That
would be so much fun.
Let's have a bagel together. She's gonna do a short on the bagel. I want to meet before I move somewhere. I don't know. My hair's still wet.
I just met somebody else. Well, not met him, but on YouTube. Cajun Princess is from Baton Rouge.
When I saw Cajun, I said, "Oh, that's going to be another person that Dawn can meet." For some,
right?
Oh, I know she is. But okay, plug in your map, like Bridgewater, New Jersey, and see how far you are from there, or Somerville. Anyone's. We need to meet up though. Are you about an hour from my area? Jersey, Lisa? I think Jennifer is between like 1.5 and 2 hours from me. But you're probably about an hour.
Yeah, she said Jennifer's closer even though she's in Delaware.
Ella's here. Hey, Ella.
Hey, Ella.
Hey, welcome to Tutor, Pamela.
Hey, Renee.
I'm making you a moderator. So how's it going, Scoot? I saw you I've been seeing her around the chats a little bit. I did a clothing sale the other day. I was telling people. I did a sale with Ella. Ella. I got your package, Ella. I didn't open it. I can do a live unboxing if you want. If she's still here.
Jennifer's in Wawa, Delaware.
Can I tell you what happened? I had taken some boxes to the post office, and then Ella's package arrived, and he said, "What gives? One goes out and one comes in?" And I'm like, "No." Yeah.
I know. Garrett goes to the post office. He goes, "Another package?"
He just said, he goes, "Stop ordering things." It's like, we're trying to get rid of stuff. And I'm thinking, what I bought from Ella is supposed to be like a 2-level. She called it a lazy Susan, so I said I resemble that remark. Anyway, so I thought if I could have 2 levels of crap instead of 1, it'll make my life better.
Make it go up instead of wide.
Yeah, make it go up. There's a whole wall here with no shelves. It's like, to me, it's an opportunity for clutter. That's
definitely
untapped storage potential.
I can't see. There's a spot on my glasses.
I would like to sell enough clothes that I could go to the hairdresser, but you know, I really need to pay bills. Shh. This is why I'm growing my gray out, if y'all can see.
Good for you.
I don't want to though. It's I was wondering if I can handle it.
I didn't want to either.
Oh, she did it? I'm 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay. I bet if I moved to Pennsylvania, Lancaster, I'll only be about an hour and a half. I'll be close.
I'm jelly
What?
that y'all so close.
I don't even know what's going to happen. We're never even.
It's going to take me 3 hours to get back there again.
Tony's
I
estimated.
mean, 3 hours, 3 days.
Tony's estimated time for fixing up his house for sale was supposed to be May. What month is it?
Ooh.
June. He's not even close. He has this magic touch. Did you ever hear the money pit? Like he wants to retile a wall, so he takes the tiles off, then the whole wall falls off down to the studs, and then he sees that the back of the bathtub's rotten, so he chucked the bathtub out into the yard. And he said he dragged a garbage can in and he filled up like 4 inches of bathtub into there, and he thought, oh, it's not going to be heavy. He said he couldn't even lift it. It was really heavy. So then he had to go buy plywood and another bathtub, and I'm sending him messages. You didn't lock the door, and he's like, "Stop with this!" Like I'm trying to level. And anyway, it's sad. It's a sad life to try to renovate a house that's over 100 years old, and everything on top of the underside is completely rotten. If you look at my last short, there's like you see a cat looking down into the basement through holes. That's Tony's bathroom.
Aw. He'll get it together.
Otherwise known as a bathroom. Oh,
Look,
yeah.
that happened to us. We had after the hurricane, we had to change one of the floors, and then the whole sill under the house was rotten, so they had to change that. Oh, it just never ends. One thing leads to another.
I went to go look at, I was giving some guy who was going to paint the house a tour of the outside, and then I noticed like the aluminum on the top of my windows just fell off on like 2 of my windows. And then
I'm so proud of you, Precious. You didn't bark, honey.
People who were like looking at my house on who have gotten packages from me, they said, you look like you live in a nice house. And I'm thinking, from the street, like 15 years ago, it looked like a beautiful house. I actually, though, one project got completed. I found Project Storm Door. I found a storm door on the marketplace, and it has been put up, and Tony put the, it's like, it's just a scooch ready from being 100% at this point. So that made me feel a lot better.
It looks good.
It looked good. I was really relieved. I mean, it would have cost me about $1,000 if I did it with a guy, buying the store and having it put in. So Tony did it. Okay.
Cool. Oh, and Saturday we're going to be on Nana Tink's channel auction, Suzy and I. It's going to be a toy auction.
And I don't have a lot of toys, so I'm going to be there for like 2 rounds. I'll see you.
You have any jewelry that could be for kids?
Maybe. Look, I have almost everything. Occasionally I find a toy. I could look around right now. I have I have some stuffed animals here and there. I have like
so ADD, I swear.
What?
I said you are so ADD.
I'm just saying,
oh my God.
I have nothing to sell at this toy auction. I have, unless you consider, I have all those, what were those called?
Amy just came in.
I have all those like things you can hang off your backpack that you're supposed to put the alcohol gel, I forgot, hand sanitizer on. Hey, Amy. How's it going, Amy?
Hey, Amy.
So Kim, you want to come on and say hi? Let me meet you.
You want me to put the link in?
Drop the link. See if anybody wants to come up. So yeah, we're definitely going to be in an auction. It's supposed to be for toys and puzzles and craft stuff, and let's stretch the boundaries of the toys to games and to jewelry. Maybe I could go make like little bags of beads. but not for kids, for adults. I have adult beads.
Really? Smitty trucks? I haven't run, I shouldn't say I haven't run into, I don't look at toys.
What is this? Pro tip, Smitty toy trucks are below. Huh. I just sold. Yeah, never mind. I've sold some stuff. Deadhead's here. Hey, Deadhead.
Hi, Deadhead. How are you? And if anybody is not subscribed to me, please do so. The show will be on my channel next week.
That's right. Tell me about Monopoly. Is Monopoly worth anything? I have a 1980s Monopoly.
I find if you part it out, you get more money.
But
just sell it.
I have it in my dining room that I can sell. I thought I had 2 Monopolies in the house. I can't find.
Wow. She said she didn't know a lot about it either. She found it in the trash inside the road, sold it for a quick $159.
Wow.
That is awesome, Lisa.
That's really fun. Robin's here. Robin, bye.
Hey, Robin.
Hi. How's it going? Use guys. She's talking about me with my accent. Use
guys.
That's what we would say. I would probably say that if I was headed to Brooklyn. I love to imitate the people. Did you ever see Saturday Night Fever? And
thank you, Jennifer.
And they sounded like they had such extreme New York accents in that movie. Now, we're going back a long time, but John Travolta was in it, and they did all the disco dancing. And I thought he sounded like an adult Vinnie Barbarino. And he's talking like that, and they really sounded like, so New York. And I said, nobody really speaks like that. That's a joke. And then I
get mad.
I started to work in a warehouse in Queens, and everyone sounded like that. And I said, it's real? It's a real accent? And then it was so funny. They really did. It was in Corona, Queens. They really sounded so New York.
Thank you, Deadhead.
And then one guy was like, I'll meet you in an hour. I forgot even what he was saying. It was like an hour. I don't know. Forget it. It was just like the way they said things. They turned a phrase very strangely.
I don't know. When you talk fast or when you're mad, your accent comes out.
That's what Tony said. And he goes, and when you reminisce about New York, you start sounding really New York. Subbed. If anybody's not subbed to me, as I say it on my.
Suzy's almost at 400.
I am?
Yeah. Didn't you say you were at 390?
I don't know. Someone look. I'm afraid if I touch something, this program.
Hey, look. If Deadhead subscribed to me, then I'm at 350.
Oh, this is what they'd say. I'd be there in an hour and change. I go, an hour and change? Does that mean like a nickel? I don't know. What's a change? There was a commercial about a moving company that said
$393.
What?
$393.
I was at $394 yesterday, so.
Mm-hmm. Debbie.
Little Debbie. How's my little Debbie?
Speaking of little Debbie, I found now I see them all over. The little Nutty Buddy peanut butter ones that I couldn't find anywhere. That just made me think of it, Debbie.
Little Debbie.
Debbie, I was late on invoicing you and sending out your package because your package fell behind the chair that my mom sits in. And then she goes, what's this? I'm like, oh, that's
I have something I think Debbie bought. Oh, the watch. I didn't invoice you yet. I figured maybe she'll want to add to a watch bag. Unless you want it quick, I'll do it today. Let me know. People kind of have to let me know if they want stuff fast. I should say that. Because I'm I get sidetracked. I have a ton of clothes, and they don't all belong to one person over here. And it's going to be hard sorting it all out.
Oh, you did, Robin? Did you like it? I hope you liked it.
Was that a Monet one?
No, that crucifix I had.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, Robin bought it.
Mm-hmm. That was nice.
Oh, Lisa hit 200.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Yay. I'm scared I'm holding up a mug that has like 1,000 chips.
Yeah, we're gonna hit 100 degrees today.
That should just be illegal.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Isn't it pretty?
I actually have right in front of me. I'm changing the weather. It's not a weather thing. I have a leather jacket that basically. Do you remember who watched that show about? Was it called The Tiger King? It was a series about this guy who had tigers, and I think he went to jail at some point.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I
know
have a leather jacket that like looks like one he wore on his show.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's a biker jacket. It's really thick. It weighs about 6 pounds.
Now, Greg says, I know you asked that question yesterday. Is Canada still on fire?
I did.
Said it is.
But nobody said yes.
Greg said it is.
Oh, man.
White with fringes, she said.
I'll show you. It's... I don't know. I have a fascination with the horse print. I gotta hang it up because now the things look like they're getting unruly.
Oh, black with fringes, Debbie. Are you gonna model?
And it has a rose pattern. I have to turn this around. It has like a rose pattern. His had red.
Oh, that's cool.
It has black, which I think is a lot nicer. But his had red in the front. And I really think he was wearing a girl motorcycle jacket. But
Debbie said Tiger King is supposed to be running for president.
well, I have his jacket right here. Somebody was trying to. I'll try it on, but I don't know if it fits anymore. It gained weight, people.
That's what married life does to you. This 100 degrees feels like 104 weather.
I wore it out. I've only worn this once since I got it. And one lady smirked at me. And I thought, she's smirking. Does it mean because I look really silly wearing a motorcycle jacket to a Japanese sushi restaurant?
It doesn't matter. If you like it, you wear what you want.
I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know what size.
Jennifer says she remembers that jacket. Yeah. Wait, Chris says 100 degree weather feels like 114. Weather is for all these Yankees complaining about the cold.
I feel like I gained so much weight that when I bought it,
I like that. That's cool. I wouldn't wear it, but because that's not my thing. But I think it's adorable, and if you can pull it off, go for it.
Well, no, I can't pull it off anymore because it's a medium, and then now I would need like a larger and extra large.
So anybody who wears a medium,
it was sadly married life is. I've been so stressed out.
Who the hell cares what she thinks?
I know. I usually don't care. I'll wear things, but right around the wedding,
like a rock star you are, Suzy.
I was crash dieting a lot, and now you could tell that I'm messy when I have a Swiffer right by my seat. It's like, hey, let me show this. Oh, it has a pile of dust. This was my mother's CD, Andrea Bocelli opera. Why is it in front of me? I don't know. I have a really nice suede fringy jacket, and it reminds me of like kind of Yellowstone vibes. If anybody watches that series.
Oh, the new one's coming out Sunday, I think.
Ooh, I have to wait till they're all out because if I can't watch them one after the other,
oh,
I'm like so senile. I'll forget what happened the week before.
Okay, well, then don't watch.
All right, tell me that. Riddle me this back. One day, this arrived at my door, and I said, "What the hell is that?" It's like little yarn samples. Little skeins of yarn. And I go, I bought that. I had Amazon app open in my lap, and my hand fell down, and I had auto purchase.
Oh my God.
And I said, Really? So in my sleep life, I'm crocheting now? What's going on?
Dang.
It's like
Sell
so
it on
ridiculous.
auction.
But
Greg said he had no clue the fires were still burning. He Googled it to find out what was on fire yesterday. It's Canada still.
there was so much rain here. I can't even imagine that it's still it's still going. I bought a whole bunch of lamps, really old antique lamps, and I wanted to put them together. And I'll show you. This is part of one.
Oh, that's pretty.
And so I bought some parts at the store, thinking I could fix them. You're right. I'm going to show you the name of what it is.
Steel nipples. Go ahead, girl.
Look at that.
You have nipples of steel.
I thought, oh, and the next thing is called coupling. Couplings. So there's the couplings going to the nipples.
Jesus.
I don't know, man. This is another part for lamps.
Couplings.
So we have nipples and couplings. Anybody want to buy some nipples? I got them. That sounds terrible. It does sound like it hurts. And I don't even know what it's called a nipple because it has threads.
No, I didn't.
What? No, I didn't want. Oh.
I see that Baton Rouge is getting a hockey team.
You guys don't know how to skate. Is that what it's?
Well, how you know we don't know how to skate?
You don't have ice down there?
We got skating rinks. Stop it.
Roller.
Now she's being a little judgy.
I bet it's roller. You guys should have swimming teams because you have floods all the time.
They do. Well, they have swim teams, but they're mostly little, smaller, young kids.
I don't know how to swim well.
I could float on my back. That's about it.
I used to play field hockey. Did I say nipples? I did.
Yeah, she did. She did it.
It's an actual product you can buy at Home Depot, people.
Robin said nipple clamps.
Now these would be like, I think it's kind of embarrassing to go into Home Depot and say, I need nipples. Where's your nipples? Point at my thigh.
Chris says literally no one cares about hockey, but they're putting a team here. How about those Tigers?
What is that?
LSU college, they won the World Series baseball for college.
What college has the Trojans? And I mean,
I don't know.
I have a Nike shirt that says Trojans on it. So I was wondering.
Girl, I don't skate. I could you're right, Jennifer. I could barely walk. That's right.
Yeah, when people say do you want to do this, you want to do that, I'm thinking, let's just meander. Let's meander with a camera.
Glenn says USC.
USC. I guess that's Southern California.
Debbie says condoms. Yeah, USC is Trojans.
Oh, the Trojan condoms. Ah.
What Tigers? LSU Tigers, girl. Tell her, Chris.
Okay, now what team is the Spartans? I had a Spartans thing too. Let's ask. The guys would know. I could just Google it.
I just listed some Dirty Bird hats yesterday, Chris. You know who the Dirty Birds are?
It's a game, isn't it? No, it's Angry Birds.
It's an NFL team.
Michigan. Oh, Deborah's here. Who's Deborah? Let's see.
Hey, Deb.
Hey, Deborah. Oh, she's got a wrench, so she's been here before.
It's Deb's wood burning, boo.
Oh, Deborah, you keep... D-E-B-O-R-A-H. You keep with the Deb and the Deborah and the... You keep fooling me, Miss Mabry.
Robin says hot Atlanta. It's the Atlanta Falcons or the Dirty Birds.
Hey, Deborah. I was saying my middle name is Deborah. Deborah. Suzy
Always forgets. I know, right,
Oh my
Deborah?
gosh. Hey Debbie. Welcome.
I love the way Lindsay goes. DEB to the ROH.
It's Deborah. D to the B to the O.
Amy says she only knows football.
I don't know anything. Deborah. Because she's Deb or Debbie. No, she's Deborah. But it is spelled Deborah on your email, I think. And then now here it says Deborah or Deborah.
I know. Lindsay's a trip. I love her.
We love Lindsay.
Why they dirty? Because, they a big rival to the Saints.
I keep singing in the car, and I keep
to the
thinking,
Nolan Saints.
I keep thinking of your karaoke. And I'm like thinking, I can follow other people singing, but when I'm off on my own, the voice goes to places it shouldn't go. And it's kind of harsh. But if I could sing in a duet with somebody, I'd love that.
Now, if I went on the karaoke night, she wouldn't have anybody come back. So.
You'd be surprised. I think people.
Oh, I could promise you, nobody would come back.
I think that they enjoy hearing people just try. It's the guts to do it. I
sit in my car and I don't care if anybody's with me. I just,
Is Lindsay here? She was singing last week when she does that. I don't know.
Singing Whitney Houston.
Yes, when she does Whitney Houston, and then in the middle she starts doing the little dance and I want to dance with somebody. Woo. And she starts going off. It's so funny. But I mean, I know she's doing it with all her heart.
Yeah, Debbie, I sound just like the artist who's singing it in my car.
I do too. But I think I'm harmonizing with them, and when I'm alone, it doesn't sound right. Oh, a dog is here, Mr. Norton.
That's food burning. They do karaoke, Jennifer.
Come here.
What days do they do it?
You're doing Friday.
On Friday, Jennifer. On Deb's.
Come here. Come inside, honey.
Oh, okay, Amy. Yell away, honey.
Oh, I think Norton didn't go outside yet today. This is gonna be scary.
Girl says, so cool, Suzy. You can wear all those rings.
It is cool that I can wear all the rings. We have fingers. They're made for jewelry.
So stupid.
What?
I think she's talking about the rings you sell. I think you're lagging, hon.
I don't even get it. I'm like, what?
He said his face and arms feel numb. Have him stick out his tongue, and if it looks droopy on one side, then get him to the ER.
What's going on?
No, what she's wearing.
I'm confused.
Know what you're wearing.
All right. A lot of them have history. I'll tell you. This one says 1912.
Oh, you do have a lot of rings on.
And that was the year this is my grandmother's graduation ring from high school that I never met. My dad's mom died when he was 4 years old. So I never met her. But this was the only thing he had from her. And he gave it to me. So this was her high school graduation ring. This was my mother's wedding band when she got married. She had really skinny fingers. This one was this was that same lady who had the 1912. This was her wedding band.
Wow.
Oh, so I guess I had two things from her. Unless it was from the other side. It was a grandmother's wedding band. It might have been my great grandmother. That's the problem when they're all passed. I don't really know what to answer. This was my mom's wedding ring that she replaced this one with because she got fatter fingers. And so I used this on my wedding day. And this is my engagement ring. So it's a little big for this finger, so I wear it on that finger. And then this one I just had, and I had it for sale, and I just put it on there and never took it off.
Cool.
That's the history. This one has no familial history.
I like your engagement ring a lot.
Thank you. This ring was given to me as a promise ring, and I thought I told everybody I got engaged, not realizing.
It was only a promise.
He goes, it was his commitment ring to me. And I'm like,
Aw,
oh, he backed down.
he's
He backed down.
romantic.
He said, I didn't say we're getting married. I'm like, oh, okay. But at that point,
Amy, is it on one side?
what?
Have it squeeze your hands, and if it's weaker on one side,
Who had a stroke? Is your
Mike, she said.
Mike's having a stroke?
No, she said he had stroke in the past. He said his arms and legs felt numb.
Well, I would tell him to change position if he's like, if he's sitting to lay down or something. You have to get people, as a nurse, you have to get people into a place where they won't injure themselves if something happens.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jennifer says she keeps forgetting that Deborah is Deb. And she said, no problem. Jennifer, Suzy does it too.
I do it all the time. I keep saying, who's Deborah? She hasn't right. She's been here. I keep feeling like we should start doing auctioning while we're sitting here. I have so much inventory.
I think we need to pop
Go
up.
to Amy. Look for facial droops. Do the eye thing. That's what they always
never get no. Even when I ring the bell, it's like the notifications that I get are like I don't see them. So I downloaded Johnny's calendar. Now I get notifications all day long of stuff.
I get notified. I went out to the post office the other day, and it said I had 1,600 notifications from YouTube. And I'm like, I think I'm subscribed to an awful lot of people.
I went yesterday, Chris. My mom fell in love with that elephant, Chris.
Look who's here.
She didn't steal it.
Mr. Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Paulie, not really from Philly, but sort of from Philly. Because,
From Philly, who now lives in Florida.
Florida Flipper. The Philly, Florida Flipper is here.
Nobody took you up on your offer.
For what?
Back in to come on.
Yeah. Drop the link. Come on.
Who's gonna be brave enough?
So, Amy, is he okay? What's Philly up to? Cool. My ex used to say, my name's Paul, that's between y'all.
I think, Pearl, sometimes they say you have to unsubscribe, resubscribe for it to work. I don't know.
That's okay.
Oh, she said he's a stubborn ass. Most men are. Sorry, guys.
I agree.
Deadhead says, I'm a mess, or I'd come up.
Well, look. Do you think that we're all together? You don't have to show your face, actually. But, it's always nice to see. We like to see the face that goes with the names. It's always a fun thing.
Oh, Chris, that's nice. I'll tell her. She'll be excited, Chris.
Yeah, I keep sending elephants down to elephants and giraffes down to Louisiana. The thing for me.
Mm.
And then Dawn's like,
I got some new comments from new people on my my booth video.
I didn't even put the link, and I'm getting blamed.
Do what? What's wrong?
Jennifer said she only put the link in for you. Dawn dropped the link. I asked
her. I dropped the link.
You're busy.
First, she wanted Kim to explain her name because she didn't understand the name.
I wanted to know, like, how do you?
I don't know if Kim is still here.
How do you write it?
Jennifer, we always ask you to come up, sweet baby. Lisa usually comes up.
I'm going to tell you something. Suzy Woozy started, really, my mom used to call me Suzy Woozy, and I used to call her Shirley Whirly. So we would go back and forth with, hey, Suzy Woozy, hey, Shirley Whirly. It was a joke. And what's happening downstairs? Oh, I think somebody was at my door.
Is it your postman?
I don't know. But the only way they park
is maybe 10 by 10. Chris, would you say that? Glenn wants to know how big is my booth. Maybe 10 by 10?
She got a big booth.
Ish.
She got a big booth and she cannot lie. Anyway,
Yeah, that's right.
we're going
How
on
big
a
would you
walk.
say it is, Chris? I could be wrong. Norton sees a squirrel, Debbie says.
It's Roxy.
Norton sees a squirrel, as Susie would say.
Squirrel. I say squirrel.
Probably about 10 by 10, yeah. Oh, God, Pearl.
My
You're a brave soul to come this early.
Oh, wait, it's Norton barking. Oh, wait, Norton's outside. It's Roxy barking. Go pee-pees. Go to pee-pee. Dog.
What time do you get up, Pearl?
It's only 7:20, and you've been online already? She doesn't sleep.
Well,
Everybody's anxious to see. Okay, I'm answering the door. Let's see. Pray for me, people. This is right. I just find this so frightening.
Why do you find it frightening?
I find it frightening because there's nothing else.
I'm like Tony. I leave mine unlocked most of the time. Pearl says she sleeps.
He didn't even close the door for days in a row. I don't know why he's barking. I put a welcome sign on my door. I can't read it because I think I'm going to offend people. But do people in your neighborhood like try to convert you to other religions?
We used to get a lot of Jehovah's Witness, but I haven't seen any in a long time.
We have Mormons, Jehovah's Witness. We have people that there's an all Latin church that they try to get you if you speak Spanish. And I wanted to put how they have that sign, we already know who we're voting for, and et cetera.
Yeah.
Someone put out golf clubs at the takeaway.
Sounds Pearl. But since hubby's been on vacation,
I should
sleeping in.
Did you see what I wrote?
What?
Just someone put golf clubs by the curb, for free. Go take them away. If I knew that they would sell. I put no soliciting, no religion. Sign to the house.
Never stop it.
What did she write?
She's scared to come on. Then she said not.
Stop. Oh, I know. They're probably hungry.
Okay, Glenn.
Should I do an unboxing of Ella's package?
Oh, Pearl, I'm ready for another one. Sure, go for it. What did you buy from Ella?
I bought the Lazy Susan.
Oh, yeah.
I resemble that remark.
Let's see. Oh, wait. Joe Mouse is here.
Joe Mouse is here? Yep.
Hi,
Joe. How's it going, Joe?
Hi.
I'm going to go. I have a package for Joe. I'm going to post
Let me put it this way where, okay, there.
Cool.
And then Susie will be crappy because she says it's her channel and I'm changing people around. She gets bossy when it's on her channel.
Yeah.
Hi, Amy. Another Amy.
Another Amy's here? Hi, Amy.
Amy Benton.
Awesome.
I'll add you as a moderator, even though I don't know if I know you. I'll say I don't know you, and it'll be like... I'll be like, I'm
not asking anybody if I know them because you know what happened to me. So my daughter-in-law came on, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
That was our first show ever, I think.
Yes, our first show. And she goes, do you know who Rebecca is? And I'm like, no.
There's
Because we call her Becca. So.
I was thinking, how many trust players live in Louisiana? You must know every one of them.
Lots. Oh, we lost Joe. I bet she did like you. And she hit the wrong button.
Come back.
Come back, Joe. Come back.
You
Baby,
can
come
put
back.
it on me. All right. She has cute wrapping paper, people. I find. It's cute,
Oh,
right?
it is cute little poly bags.
She has a cute play bag.
Here's Bedhead.
I don't usually do live unboxing.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, ladies. How are you? Just
Good. How are
Hi.
you?
Welcome. How's it going?
my very first reveal.
Yay!
All right.
I
You
had
start off now?
Cheryl Banjan Gem. It was her first reveal on our show too.
Yeah,
So,
first reveal on your show, Suzy.
yay! Thank you. Well, she did a good job of bubble wrapping too, and she wrote thank you. Well, she has these cards printed. That's fancy.
I know.
Nice. Well, I have to say, I am so excited when I find a box that fits everybody's stuff that I quickly seal it up, and then I forget to put the thank you. So I find a stack of thank yous near the box area, and I send an email saying, thank you, I appreciate you, blah, blah, whatever, it's terrible. Life's hard. If I remember occasionally to put it in, but honestly.
Oh, we lost her.
Okay.
We lost Amy. So what's going on, Joe?
Oh, yes.
Yes. She said
Doing packaging and invoicing. And I woke up and my little crafty area is full of pieces of boxes and packing paper. I'm like, I got to clean this crap up.
I know. They say you should never leave your place until you clean it. But that's hard because then I'm rushing out to the post office and then it all sits there.
Can I tell you?
Don't.
If I never left my place till it was clean, you'd find me in a pot. I'd be passed away in here. I'd never be able to go out and get food, nothing. I hate to say it, but it gets a little there's too much stuff here.
So
you okay with clutter?
Amy?
Ah,
I
I
have
don't say
said
it's clutter, but when I'm the cause of it, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm too OCD. I have to clean up as I go. If I don't clean up as I go, I'll get lost. I'll lose everything.
if I have everything totally clean, then I'll keep it clean. But if it's a mess, I just keep piling it on.
I've had to create so many boxes this time. I'm afraid to use the post office boxes because it says, you can't put those in a bag because it's a federal offense. I'm like, okay. So I took one of the post office boxes and traced it and cut the size out of another box.
Well, you can if you're still mailing it priority, you can.
If
Okay.
you
But you can't use a priority box, cover it up to send it parcel or first class.
Okay, cool.
let me tell you one thing. The absolute ultimate no is a flat rate box in a bag. You can never ever. But if you're doing priority cubic, they don't have a problem with you using their material. I heard from the postmaster. Other people have maybe different opinions about it, but that's what I heard. All right,
Thanks.
this is what I bought. I bought I thought it was huge because she went like this and it looked really big. It's kind of petite, but it would be good probably in a cupboard. It has three vertical risers and it's like a turntable down here.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice. That is cute. So when you want to be lazy, Susan, just put your stuff on there and start it.
I resemble that remark. Sorry. Every time they say lazy Susan, I'm like, why did they call it that? I don't know how these fit in. Let's try to do an assembly.
Well, that would be the only reason I don't ship. I don't sell. I'm trying to get into it, but that's what scares me is the shipping.
The shipping.
Calculating shipping.
You'll learn it quick. I mean, you really will. I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do a shipping video on glass.
Good.
I was going to say,
Yes, I'm terrified of glass.
No, don't be. Don't be.
well, you
And
need
if
to
you ever need to, call me and I will walk you through it, Joe.
All right, that's a good thing. Yeah.
I'll
Deadhead is up here, Debbie.
the one nice thing about selling on Poshmark when you're starting out is that you have up to 5 pounds before you have to do overages. So pretty much, if you're selling like a blouse or like a dress, you're going to be good. But if it's like a leather coat, you might go over, or if you have a big bundle of stuff. But you could use any size box as long as, any priority box.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to print out a label. You could do the codes. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm trying to assemble it while I speak.
Glass is a lot easier than you think, Joe. It really is. Just don't let it touch the sides of the box, and you'll be fine. Like I use paper. I don't use peanuts because I can't stand those things. So I use small bubble. I wrap. Sometimes I wrap it twice, and then I put a layer of balled up paper. Oh, that's cute.
I assembled
That's
it.
tall.
So
Let's see.
balled up paper at the bottom, your item, and if you have like a set of 4 glasses, you're going to put your paper all around it, and you have to make sure it's so tight that it doesn't move, because when it moves is when it breaks. And then put another layer on top. That's cute. Debbie said, "Oh, I like that."
I sent a trinket box to someone, and I had all the pieces all wrapped and real tight, and I couldn't make it move. And then I put it in the box, and then I wrapped the box with big bubble wrap, and then put it in the bag. And the tiniest part broke.
Oh,
Aw.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, how did that happen?
I know it's crazy, but yeah, I'll use. You need to use a bigger box so that it doesn't touch the sides. But I was watching this girl on, maybe it was TikTok back when, and she has this company she started, and she does mugs and shirts and stuff. And she was wrapping these little cups and like coffee cups and like barely any paper and just sticking it in the box like that. And I'm thinking, and hers don't break, but mine would. I mean,
Right. If it was me, yeah.
it's crazy.
After watching, now I watch Dawn. We're friends. We hang out on Messenger a lot. And when I watched her pack, I was like, oh wow, you spent a lot of money on materials, because she bubble wraps and she puts all this, like, she likes fresh paper that she crumples because she says it's like it holds its shape better, and she goes, so I like to recycle. And I mean, I learned a lot from you, but you have to really make sure there's no jiggle. If there's a jiggle remotely, it could be disastrous. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Maybe I did say the wrong name, Jennifer.
All I know is like a lot of my stuff's big too. Like I have stuff that like I don't even know what to do with. Like I have unopened boxes of like baseball cards from like the 80s. Like, do I sell them as a box? Do I open them? What do I do? I have
That might be a
coins.
question for Chris and Greg and Glenn. I don't know anything about baseball cards.
I'll tell you one thing though. If you sell them as a big bundle, you're going to get a lot less than if you put them in like they call them penny sleeves, or if you get an album and just like a flip album
Right.
and stick it in, and then you could get a lot more money if you do it that way. That's all I learned from the past. Now, obviously, if they're really not worth anything, they're not worth anything, and it's good. That's a lot of work too.
Right.
So, all right, guys,
Well,
when y'all want to answer that question? She's got a box. I don't know. Is it unopened?
yes, it still has a cellophane all around it.
All right, she's got an unopened box from most cards from that.
Probably from
Oh,
the
he
late
said-
80s.
Okay, he said most cards from that era aren't worth opening.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Somebody else I heard that from too.
80s. So which one should we look for?
All right,
I mean, I
Debbie
get
said she'd
70s
take them
too.
to
I
a
get.
sports shop first and make sure you get the best ones out for the value.
So open it. But then
Well,
I
you
don't
have
know.
to go wrap up.
'Cause I follow football, but I don't know jack
Do you
about
want to
baseball.
flip it in one sealed container? Is that what you want to do? You could just try to do that.
But see, if I do that, they're like really heavy. It's like, I would say it's almost 4 or 5 pounds. Well, 3
Yeah,
pounds.
they all say they agree with Chris. They're not worth, the 80s aren't worth. And my daughter has like books and books from the 80s, and they say they're not worth it. So
I don't know what you paid, but maybe you could divide it into like
Nothing.
six. Oh, wait. Maybe you could divide it up into pound parcels and then dole it like that.
Chris says most cards in those sets have the same cards in them from his experience, so it's not a mystery on what cards in there.
I have a Pokemon card box with lots of different Pokemon type things in it, and I was trying to piece out a couple of things from there, but the other day somebody
check on my doggy.
Somebody
offered me $3 on Poshmark, and you know what you get for $3 on Poshmark?
I don't know.
5 cents.
Oh wow! So Poshmark charges a flat rate.
It's $3. It's $2.95, which to me is $3 up until $15 of sale. So,
so you have to pay to sell on Posh.
No, you have to pay them after you sell. So it's like free to list, and you can put up any amount of listings you want for basically, for nothing. But you have to make sure that all your listings are going to be worth it to you. So, if you want to list a pound of baseball cards for $10, you're going to give them 3.
Okay.
But you can do it. You could do that. You never know. Somebody might buy it.
Like $2.95 up to $15.
But there's also a shipping charge that the customer pays, and it's
like
up
$7.95 or something.
I think it's 8 and change now, but it's up to 5 pounds. So you have to make sure that it's going to be about whatever you have is about 4.5 pounds, because you're going to include the box.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And even 1 pound above, you have to rate, like, it's out of your own, like the customer will pay the initial $8 and change. You pay the next pound is like, I think it's 4. It's an extra $4. But the shipping charge can go up to $22 out of our pockets as the seller.
Wow.
So you have to make sure you don't have a 10-pound box, because that'll wipe out everything. It'll wipe all your profit if there's profit. Some people want to get rid of stuff, don't care, but I care a little bit. I always say, like, if you sell something for $1,
see, that's what I'm so scared about.
What are you scared of?
I don't want it to come out of my pocket, because I'd rather just donate it or give it to somebody than.
That's right. But
I would say your safest bet would be maybe start on Mercari or eBay, then, because they take a percentage.
Like Facebook.
Yeah, you could do Facebook. If you don't do shipping, I think if it's just regular pickup, they don't charge you anything. But if you're shipping, they do now.
Well, just
what you got, Joe?
If you make it reasonable and you just say,
"Well, that's cute."
It's that necklace I was talking to Johnny and Glams about this morning.
Oh, it's pretty.
I can't imagine. I thought it was some kind of joke, when I first looked it up. It's faux turquoise. It feels plasticky. Everywhere I look, it's over $300. I got this last year in a bundle, and I'm like, I got to figure out what to do with it.
Do you know the manufacturer? Is it because
the designer is an Italian designer? It's an Angela Caputi.
Oh, it's the designer. Yeah.
Nice, Joe.
I was shocked, and I always looked at her class, because a lot of her stuff has that big old turning.
Etsy and Ruby Lane are good for expensive.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I mean, I only have the one thing, and I'm like,
is it vintage?
It'd be worth it if it were.
Is it vintage?
I think so.
Because if it's vintage, you can put it on Etsy. If not, you can't.
Okay.
Oh, Etsy takes everything now.
Oh,
I didn't know. I thought it was still.
They have handcrafted. There's even stuff.
I know you can do handcrafted, but you can't do
China. There's
buy from somewhere else.
Brand new.
It's crazy.
Nice.
Etsy takes everything now. Etsy has become a little less particular about what you can.
They?
But yeah, that, you know, you never know. I got something in it. It was probably a Dior bonus bracelet that came with like one Christmas. Like if you buy $200 worth of stuff, you got a bracelet and a thing, or maybe it was like a purchase with a purchase. And I was trying to sell it once. Really, you know, I listed it for about $45. Nobody even blinked at it. I saw people were asking $300 for it, and $100 and $200. It was like the prices were all over the map. And at some point, I just thought, well, it's not brand spanking new, but it's not beat up either. It's pretty, but you could see it was used at least once. So I listed it for $90 and then it sold. So sometimes you could double your prices, and there's like an implied value.
Yeah. Debbie wants to know, how's that necklace marked?
It is not marked. And I looked at her stuff online, and I'm not finding any marks there either. It's really odd.
Well,
the only similarities I noticed is a lot of her stuff has this particular clasp, a snap. And when I looked her up, there's so many plastic bracelets, and the prices on them are kind of expensive. And now I'm looking at everything with a different eye to see.
When you're listening, put acrylic instead of plastic.
Oh yeah, and the listings I have found say faux turquoise, and I need to test these little gemstones. Maybe there's something to them.
Well, you know, it doesn't matter.
Rhinestones, yeah.
When you're a designer, and you know, if you're like a famous designer from, you know, just sometimes their stuff has a following.
Yeah, it's just the name,
right?
And
it says to list on Nextdoor app too. I know, Suzy, you'd list on Nextdoor app.
I sold one thing on Nextdoor. Yes, it's okay. It's free though. It's 100% free. So you could put up to 30 listings for a month. Then they ask you to renew it, and it's free. You don't have to pay a fee. You don't have to, you know. So it's worth it if you already have the listing constructed because you're cross posting. It's a good idea to try.
Yeah, Greg says use fancy words.
But I do.
I'll see. I'm sorry.
How do you know it?
It just look this up. If you look this picture up, it comes up under her every time.
So then, you know, that to me is, if you see more than once somebody saying that, and then look on the clasp too with like maybe a loop.
Right.
You never know if you might. Sometimes
Does she have a website?
I don't know. See, this is original.
A lot of times there's clues on clasps that people don't realize.
Yeah. PRY.
Yeah, so you go. You got something in there. It's
I
exciting.
can't really read it, but I'll look it up with my glasses. I assumed it was a snap maker. I didn't even think to do that.
No, I found out things have like our designer by just around the clasp. So you never know. I've never actually heard of that.
The tag, the clasp, stitching.
Yeah. I'd never heard of it either. And my niece, who used to do retail sales, said, that sounds crazy to me. And then we looked it up and said, well, maybe it's not so crazy.
Jennifer wants to see it again. She said she had a phone call.
Sure.
You know, after living in New York City and going into a store, and I thought they were selling, and I was in 6th grade, and I thought they were selling a $12. It was really a tank top, a cotton tank top. And I said, $12? That's a lot of money for a cotton tank top. And then I looked at it again, and it was $112. And I
wow.
I'm like,
can you show that the white piece up close?
Yeah, 70s. People charge whatever they want. I used to go into the original Betsy Johnson. That was crazy expensive. Look, it's not really like my thing, but it has some charm, and I could see people liking it.
Yeah,
sure.
I guess I could test the rhinestones and see if there's something. But
I mean, it's very neat.
It's very, you know, loose. What am I going to say?
When I look her up, it's amazing how much there is. That's like, I would have chunk that away because it looked like a piece of plastic junk. you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
I
I
hear
don't
that.
chunk anything away anymore.
If anything has unusual,
Oh,
It's
sorry guys,
Angela
that's my Dexcom.
Caputi,
I'll be back.
Jennifer.
if anything has an unusual clasp or something slightly different about it, it pays to take an extra look for sure.
Right.
And now you've taught us.
Absolutely.
Well, and when I get a Goodwill box, if it's got a little piece of so tarnished it's just black and trashy looking, no, I get my eraser to it first because I have found gold and silver just by erasing those things.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I'm as a former jewelry student, we would go, don't use erasers. Get a cloth. Get
Yes.
get a rouge impregnated cloth and try that first, because every little scratch in, if you got like some big designer and you is a scratch you have to remove, and it's just, some people say, oh, I use baking soda and toothpaste. Nah, I mean, you can, but not, you're better off just Oh, and I watch this woman who collects vintage jewelry. Every Sunday she does a brunch talk, and she says, don't remove the tarnish at all. I prefer to have the patina, because if I'm buying something that like could potentially be from like the 18 or 1900s, like I want it to look like an antique piece. So I
like my silver shiny. Some people like their silver patinaed, and
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Like a lot of people say, I'll leave it up to you to shine it the way you like.
Right.
I've seen people dunk pieces like in that silver cleaning solution, and it comes up. It could take off some of the stuff you really want to stay.
It can take off a layer of precious metal.
Well, yeah, that's true as well. I've taken off the plating
Yeah.
trying
to. Also, she used magic erase on some of her rings.
Who does that?
Pearl.
No, Pearl.
I get the big red eraser. Before I throw it away, I do that eraser across them and see if anything comes up.
They were doing cleaning something for our church garage sale, and it ruined it.
Oh yeah.
See, now I don't even know where the mate is to this, but this is a silver, like a vintage silver earring, and I mean it looks like crappy, but I wouldn't.
There, stop.
What I would do is
cute.
I would take the rouge cloth and just lightly, something, and then not a rouge cloth you've had for 20 years. Treat yourself to a fresh one and just see what happens. But, you don't want to scratch it up. I mean, I know some people, if it's for your own personal use, you don't care. So
Jennifer says she likes it tarnished.
I mean, I bought some Robert Lee Morris stuff that was really, really tarnished, and I wanted that like tarnish off. But there's some, I like when, if there's a lot of layers, if the bottom layer is dark so that the top layers shine and show. And if it's 3-dimensional, I want to see the 3 dimensions, and I don't want it to all be shiny.
Well, Pearl said she usually uses a cleaning cloth.
I mean, look,
stuff stinks too. Oh, it's gross. That Tornex.
Oh, they really stink.
Nasty stuff.
Nasty.
Definitely.
But I'm just looking around. Now, this is something that happened to a silver trinket box I had. This is a silver trinket box, and it oxidized on me in a very strange way. But these are stones set. So these are agate stones, but I had a turtle tank right here. And I guess the humidity from the turtle tank, because look at the inside. It made it get strange patina, but it's not on the bottom part, it's just on the top part. So anyway, it was just a hippo box. But I feel like this one I'd really have to try to clean, even though it looks sort of different now.
Yeah.
We used to bury metal in sawdust with various salts and ammonias just to try to see like what kind of patina we could bring out in the metal. It would be experiment for us. I mean, we would do it to fine jewelry. We would do it to just raw metal and see. And usually you get stuff like what I just showed you if there's salt.
Yeah, I need to do one too, Pearl.
Yeah, I have they sell them on Amazon, but I also sold them. I ordered some from a website that delivers from China. I'm not going to say which one, but they're they're not cheap. They're not cheap on Amazon. They weren't even cheap on that one. They're always going to be about a good one that has the rouge in the middle and the cloth on the outside. The plain.
I need some new acids too.
I do. I need that also.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's the one.
I have one of them. I don't know where it's at though.
It has cleaning rouge on the inside. So if you have any sterling, you just, you can put it on your leg and just like rub it on and just clean up the 12 months.
So Joe, you sell on eBay and stuff, or just
Not
auction?
yet.
Okay.
My intention was to do eBay and then look beyond. And then I did the auctions, and I'm like, okay, when I finish this week, I'm going to go ahead and do some YouTube, do some eBay, because I have some things that I'm not going to be able to do on auctions. They're just big and a little more expensive. So
I'll tell you one thing that's good about Poshmark as well. And this is people who sell their, let's say, kids' clothes or their last season's clothes they don't want. They save up credits in Poshmark, and they're more likely to spend that there, because they won't have to lay out more money. Right. So sometimes you'll get a sale, I think, on Posh over eBay.
Yeah. And Macari does that too. Until you ask to remove your money, it stays there. Right. So I think they try to get you to spend it that way.
They badger me like you wouldn't believe. They say, you got $11 to spend. Spend it.
I know.
Spend it.
I have $9 and something on, I want to say it's Macari. And they keep sending something. But I haven't listed on Posh or Macari in a long time.
Well, if you buy on a website that you've made money on, they're double dipping. They're getting the commission twice then. So
yeah,
good for them.
Definitely. Yeah. Wait, I'm going to mute myself a second. I need my husband to look for something I sold.
Well, I think that it's fantastic that you at least, looked and found out, because I think it pays to Google Lens a lot of your stuff before and try even different positions, because you never know what's going to hit.
That's true.
Sometimes it's hard to find. I mean, I often try to Google Lens butterfly brooch, and it'll show me an actual butterfly.
Yes.
Okay.
Flower brooches are bad about that.
But
have to go up. Pin.
Pearl says she has a turquoise ring her mom gave her, which it was her grandma's from the 60s, very tarnished.
Wow.
Well, soap and water? Would you say?
Well, I say go for one of those cloths and just do the the top part and make it, see how far you want to go, because sometimes there's shadow areas or that you really want those to stay dark.
It enhances the rest of it. Yeah. Outlines it.
Right.
Yeah, it does. And then you can see the details really well, or better, especially if you're old like me. I just changed all my settings on my iPad to be more bold. And I mean, not that it's working on StreamYard, but it helps. It helps because my eyes are bad.
You mean you put it on the old people settings?
Yeah.
When I read a book on my iPad, on my tablet, it's so big that people from the other side of the room can read it. So
Tony has his like that, and I'm laughing. I'm like, there's 5 words on each page.
It's not quite that bad, but my mom says, she cracks me up.
I have a big monitor behind my laptop, so I can read better.
I told you, I said to Dawn, I didn't want the light going this way. I said I didn't want people to see the fine details of my face. And she said, oh, hush. And I go, sometimes people are watching us on TVs and you can see a lot.
Yeah.
when I'm looking at you, you're like about an inch big. Like I don't notice anything, but the bigger it gets, it's like,
Yeah,
wait.
well, you know, Marie bought that big 85-inch TV, and I was watching, shoot, I don't know what it was, but something in Los Angeles, you know. And when the guy came on, I could see all his facial hair and like his chest. I never noticed that before, and I was like, well, damn.
When I got my first high definition television, it was many years ago. I still have the same one, but I said, oh wow, that person looks really old now. I can see. And I used to be like,
You can.
I'd be like, they have
Oh my
a,
God.
and I'd say, why did they put that person on screen?
Yeah. Right, Pearl? I mean, oh God.
I don't
I mean,
know.
I saw all his little ear hairs and everything, and I was like, oh, damn.
Dang, do the hairs.
I mean, you could just see everything, and I was like,
I'm gonna go look at my face with that magnifying mirror now, and I'll be like, why did I go on?
well,
Like,
you can't on a regular monitor, Susie. You can't see anything.
Not a bit.
oh man, you were like making me scared.
Let me blow it up here now.
Let's all chip in and get Suzy a tweezer.
Right.
Sure.
It's like, girl, I don't know what's going on. Aw.
It's funny.
Use a filter.
Use the filter.
If they had a YouTube filter,
I don't think they have filters on YouTube. Well, I mean, it would have to be a separate filter that you use.
How do they do that? Put it.
a mustache removal. Wow.
She said she was watching a live on Tuesday and she needed a mustache removal.
Oh, on yourself or on somebody else?
No, somebody she was watching. Don't tell us who.
Let me tell you, we have a family member who lets their hair grow on their face, and I asked my husband about it, and he goes, I can't believe it. And I said, well, you know, I need a magnifying mirror in the bathroom. And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, I can't see enough to do stuff that I need to do. And I said, well, if you want me to look like her at some point. And the next day, there was a magnifying mirror on my wall.
There's a subtle hint, hon.
It was like, yeah, I want you to take care of stuff. So,
Gabby, I can't either. Unless I can't pluck my own eyebrows because I can't see. I mean, if I take my glasses off, I'm as blind as a damn bat. I swear.
if
bad.
I'm away from that magnifying mirror, I can't see to do anything around my eyes. And I was once going to a wedding and I bought false eyelashes. So stupid. And I put it on, and the one I did okay, but one was like about a 1/4 inch over my eyelash line. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So I like colored it in with black.
Right. I mean, I don't know how you use the filters on YouTube. I get it's a separate thing. I wouldn't even know how to start.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, on YouTube one. Oh, you mean on TikTok, or what were you talking about? Where the filters are? I once did on TikTok. I put like it just said subtle filter, but like there are some that make you have like a narrow nose and a pointy chin, and you look like 20 years younger. And I'm thinking it's fantastic, but it's not me.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Michelle.
Hello,
Hi.
Marketplace Boutique. Let's make you a moderator.
God,
How's
it's
it
Blue.
going?
It is Michelle, right?
I think is she Jody?
I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you.
I'm like,
That's why you always see me in here. I'm doing this because I'm reading the chat for my bifocals because I can't see.
Well, this is another scary thing. When you put your makeup on, well, this is a woman's story, not a man's story. But like, you're leaning over the bathroom and you think I'm saying, look at how I look. And then I go back and I see myself on camera and it's like, I don't see that when I put my makeup on. Where did it come from?
I know. It's crazy.
It's
Jody, I'm sorry.
Jody. Oh, we're like really good. We're senile.
I don't know where I got
Hi, Jody.
Jesus, forgive me, honey. I'm getting like Victoria. I changed people's names.
I was born Joe. My birth certificate. My sisters called me Jody, and my brothers called me Joe. It's like, okay. I had been in Colorado, my husband and I, for several years, and we came to Texas, and my brother said, "Hey, we're going to go fishing, see if Joe wants to go." Well, I had a brother-in-law they didn't care that much for. My husband had no idea they were talking about me. And my brother's like, "Do you not even know your wife's name?" He could hardly say he was married to Joe. Because he always said Jody because he was afraid that someone might think it was the other way.
Oh, God.
Hey, Buzz, how's it going? Hugs.
You didn't miss us yet.
We're still on. Don't worry about it.
Hi, Buzz.
Hey, Buzz.
Yep.
One side of her family calls her Joe too.
See, a lot of people called me Suzy or Sue. And so my brother was telling you, he goes, when did she become Suzy? And I said, I became Suzy like when I was 4, I believe. Like when everybody was calling me Suzy, like Suzy Homemaker. They had all those things, which is funny because it's ironic that I'm the opposite of a homemaker. I'm a home destroyer.
Sue.
Yeah, well, she does. She's okay. It's okay. She can call me Sue. I mean, people call me what?
She goes. She gets in the car. She's like, "Hey, Sue."
Where is she? She's usually here.
I think she's at the church doing they prepping for the garage sale.
Oh, cool.
I wish I could
find that. Yeah. I find that when I get on, I'm watching a channel, and then they say, "Hi, so and so," "Hi," or "Hi, Joe," and I'm like, "Hi." They can't see me, of course. I caught my husband in one of those. He's always in. Well, I responded. You did not respond. I'm right here beside you. I heard nothing. And then I looked at him the other day, and he was shaking his head, yes or no. I said, "Okay, is that how you're responding to me when I can't hear you?" He said, "Maybe, maybe not."
My kids do that, and I'm like, "Answer me," and they go, "I did." Right. I'm like, "You still here, Lisa?"
I talk to the camera now a lot, thinking you guys can hear me, and it's like, oh, what did I just do?
I know. It's crazy.
Got to remember, I'm not always live.
Yeah,
I know. It's crazy.
It is silly.
Hey, I'm gonna plug my show. I'm gonna be one of those people.
Go ahead.
So if anybody wants to be on the Deal of the Dawn, send me an email at dawnsouthernfinds@gmail. I'll write it in the chat, and I will put you on. I think, Joe, you coming up soon.
Yes. I'm so excited.
I know that you just occasionally put me in there.
I got you in there.
You have to just remind me.
Oh, I will. All right, that's my email. So if anybody wants to be on the Deal of the Dawns, it is booked up through October. So let me know if y'all want to come.
Oh, we're so far away. So far.
Oh, wait, I put that wrong. Hold on.
Whoops.
I forgot the S.
Yes. We should have it in our description boxes.
It is in the description box. I'll retract this one.
There you go.
Okay.
I know what for Dawn. I couldn't go live, I believe. I mean,
Yeah.
I could go live, but it wouldn't have a nice thumbnail.
Right.
As I said, when people say, put up your thumbnail, I go, you mean a photograph? What?
Oh my God, it's crazy. I know. Totally crazy. But I'm gonna start doing more videos. So
Yeah, I need to do that.
I need to get my channel subscription up. So
Tell your friends to subscribe to us, people.
I know. Right?
You tell
I asked who I asked the other day. I said, "Are you subscribed to me?" They go, "No." I'm like, "It was one of my kids." Oh, Thomas. I'm like, "Why not?" "Oh no."
It doesn't. Just get his device. Say, gimme.
Oh, girl, they don't let go of those things.
Just let them. You should. Everybody in your family should subscribe to you. I don't know actually if Tony is. He has a YouTube.
Everybody should. I don't know if Tony is. John, are you subscribed to me?
Huh?
Are you subscribed to me on YouTube? There's another one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cashmere. Feel better.
Aw, feel better.
Some people call her Fuzzy. Feel better. Have a good day.
Thank you, Cashmere. Wow. You see, that was another kid just passed by. Oh no.
Oh.
You said you were filled up until November or October?
Through October. So November is open.
All right. I was emailing you.
Okay. And then, send me your names because I'll put you on a list. Like sometimes people, something happens and they have to drop out.
Mm-hmm.
So, so Johnny had booked up through September. I put 2 people in for October. And then I have a list of people who, I'll put them in as we go. And then if you want to be a standby too.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody wants to do a buy it now clothes auction with me, I have a lot of clothes. And
It was you, Jennifer.
we would put you would put your initial and the numbers, and we'll do like 5-piece rounds, and it'll go fast, and you could, if you have about 60 pieces, it could be an auction, and not an auction, just a sale, but we could go live and do it.
Okay.
It would be fun to have company. I don't want to do it by myself.
Well, it won't be me because I don't do clothes.
I have some. I'll see what I got.
Well, maybe I wonder if I wouldn't. I think if it's just clothes, you'll attract a clothes buying crowd. But I wouldn't mind if it was clothes and jewelry. We would do clothes, shoes, leathers, like belts, scarves, hats, anything that you could wear.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably raid 3 of my sister's closets.
That would be good.
I want to do a piece of the glass one. So, anybody up for that?
Oh.
I have a lot of drinking glasses, like little cordials, and I have some demi-tasse cups. I have French wine glasses that I know Tony dropped the whole box. There's only about 2 or 3 left in there, but
What, Tony?
and I never used them. But they were. I mean, I have plenty. I really should get rid of some of that stuff. I'll
Really
try.
should use them every now and then too.
Oh,
It's good.
Chris,
For
stop it.
I would, but I don't drink anymore, and to put a diet soda in it seems like silly. Some of them are really small. They're like almost like shot size. So.
Right. All right. Where's all my glass people? Come on. Chris is making
Look at Chris's emojis.
I like vanilla crown in a dark soda. It's really yummy.
Why don't we maybe we could just do a buy it now round robin with whatever you want and see who shows up for it. And you know what I mean? Like
Cool.
you could do glass, I could do clothes and jewelry, and Joe could do something. Let's
All
see.
kinds of stuff. My oldest brother, I said I would not sell anybody's things on anything that I do because I have 6 siblings and then their kids. I'm not going to do this. Don't go there.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest brother, he was supposed to die when he was 16. He's 73 or 4 now. And he's been a miracle his whole life.
Wow.
And then now they're saying they can't do any more. So it's whatever wears out and the parts they put in, that's it. And he comes over, can you put this in? I'm like, yes, but only for you.
What was she asking?
He wanted me to sell some items for him.
Aw.
I did kind of mumble that, didn't I? I'm like, only for you. And my other brother says, I heard Steve brought some stuff. I said, yes, only for Steven. Don't even go there.
Right.
So he dumps his stuff here, which I love my brother dearly. It's not clean. And I'm not going to sell something that's not clean. So I'm like, I'm going to do 1 set of these Astros. Sorry. Astros glasses. But no, it's Nolan Ryan, I think. Oh, I can't remember. Let me see.
Oh, I saw you show
3-piece sets of them. Yeah. Wins for, Nolan Ryan.
Oh.
And I said, I cleaned 1. And if I need to sell more, I'll clean another. Because he had a box with like 6 sets of them. And like,
Jody said that's so nice of you to help your brother.
Yeah.
It is nice. And Greg, it's long. It might be, you get more online, but if you want to get some cash fast, you could try. You don't have to, be, I was selling my clothes very, very cheap, I have to say. Cheaper than the Goodwill near me, for sure.
When I first started the auctioning not long ago now, it sounds like I've been doing it forever, but I set things aside to intentionally sell for what I paid for it. So that honestly, it was an advertisement thing in my mind. Like the little mice you get when you buy something from me, you get a little cute mouse. Until
I wanted to sell stuff for at least what I paid for it, but I realized it's not, even if I bought it in Goodwill, I'm not going to get what Goodwill charges now, because Goodwill raised their prices a lot and they upcharge in my area. So if I paid $11 for a shirt, it's kind of hard to do it online.
Oh, no, yeah.
I was selling things that I know were $180 new, and I was saying $6, and and even then people are like, I don't want to pay $6, and I'm thinking it's a $250 shirt. This is a $180 dress.
Well, in watching auctions, it really does seem like a recession has hit the resale area really hard.
It's kind of saturated, I have to say. I think there's a lot of people doing it, so it's not like we might have found you in our crowd, and now we've become like a kind of friendly family to each other, but there's probably like 100 of these like groups doing it. So it's hard. I think you said buy storage unit.
Buy storage unit, Suzy.
I'm gonna have to start renting a storage unit soon, because somebody once said it's better to try to sell your stuff for $3 than store it for $300 a month, and I kind of agree with that. But I'm gonna need to empty out the furniture for the house so it could get fixed up for sale. We were hoping to move by this summer, but it's probably not going to happen. It'll probably be by this winter. But
Jody said summer clothes and old collectibles are selling well.
Oh, good.
Okay. Well, do I have summer clothes? I do. I do have. Well, I agree with you, Pearl, but I think a lot of the people who purchased clothes from me, some of them might have been personal, but a lot of it was, I think it's people who have hopes to resell. Probably. Storage is a tax deduction. Okay, that's something to think about.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that is something to think about. I'm looking around saying, what else do I have to sell?
So when are we going to do this auction, Suzy?
Want to do it later?
Later today?
Yeah, I was kind of joking, but kidding, not kidding. Today, tomorrow, when you want, let's do it.
I don't know.
If we do it and it ends at 6, we won't interfere with Deb's auctions.
Ah.
So
I have to have time to go to my shop and mail my eBay packages. I have to mail Joe's package.
No worries.
Okay.
Well, it'll be fun,
Well, I mean, I at this point, I wanted to talk about a pet peeve I had about auctions and people buying at auctions, but I mean, do it. I should.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I used to sell a lot at auctions.
What time do they end, Jennifer? The Two Hip Chicks come on at 12.
I'll tell about while she's writing it, I'll say what I said. My recommendation for people doing auctions is to not seal up the packages until you have cash in hand, because I have recently found somebody who said, I don't remember buying that. And then I'm like, I tried to look at various auctions that I've been on to try to show them the screenshot. And I said, it's no use. I have to cut this package. And then if you're paying, let's say, even if it's 30 cents for the bag, you've just now you made an invoice. You have to I think you have to pay for the invoices. I don't know. But, at the very least, I had to pay for the bag, and I just had to rip into it. And, and I wasted time. I wrapped it up. I have the bill on PayPal. I have the bill on Pirate Ship or whatever. It's just a question of plugging in all the info. It takes time. It takes a lot.
Right, girl.
It does.
And
I'll look at it the other way. I pack all my stuff to get an accurate shipping so that I can bill.
well,
Yeah.
When you sell glass, it's hard to estimate a shipping, and then because I don't want to get stuck paying shipping.
well, what I'm saying is that for the final value, you can put it in the box, just not tape it up. Put a piece of like something that would weigh like tape, and then put the label on top that's not actually used.
Yeah,
Like add on that extra 2 ounce.
right. Do you know how much paper weighs?
No, I believe that you have to put the paper in. I just feel like the final tape on the box don't do.
Yeah.
So you
I
could
mean, since I've started auctioning, I've had 2 things that they changed their mind. So that's not bad, you know. But
I had a lot of people not give me their info, and it's hard to track them down, and that's a little bit of a pet peeve. But you know, I mean, look, a lot of people when I'm buying from you, I might not need what I'm buying. I feel it's a little bit of want and a lot of support. You know, it's like I feel like I'm, you know, helping you along. Maybe, you know, it's just nice sometimes to if I see somebody not really selling a lot, I think like, okay, I'll take something from them so they don't feel bad. I know it's not my responsibility, and I didn't really have money to do it until I was selling. So, like, now that I have a little extra, I can give back, and I feel like it's just nice to give back. But I feel like it should be on the other end as well.
Jennifer said 2 or 3, maybe Eastern.
2 or 3 Eastern. If you want to. If you don't want to, it's hard to
3
prepare.
Eastern would be better because that's like 2 for me.
The buy it now auctions are hard. If you want to wait till like Monday, we could try to do that.
You always do that.
Tuesday.
You always do that.
Let's do it today. We'll do it today. We could do it today.
I could do today or tomorrow, because you're going to put it off and we're not going to do it. I know you.
Want to participate, Joe?
Sure.
When can you do it?
The only thing I have this week is I have TGIF with Kim tomorrow. Can't find my calendar. Oh, I'll look on this calendar.
You mean Kim from
Adopted Retrospect?
Oh, okay.
She does TGIF.
And what is TGIF? Is it like she invites people on to sell stuff?
Yeah, I think she has a bit of a regular crew, but she has guests on.
Okay.
Let's see, calendar. Looking at my calendar.
We could try. We have how many people here? 13. Will you count?
Where's calendar go?
Yeah, I need to do some glass. I know, Chris. Yeah.
All right.
I'm okay with showing some of the stuff I've tried to sell. I mean, look, it could just be nice to try to sell some stuff.
Yeah. And next week I just have a Thursday with Leslie Lucky Finds.
Accurate. It's at 1:00. She said, "Is that Eastern?"
You don't have to buy from us. We just want support from the crowd. We need you to come and put the thumbs up so that
Thank you, Jennifer.
it'll get some. If people see a crowd of 13 old people, I want to be a part of
And
the
we
magic.
love every one of you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you every step of the way. Thanks, girl. She thinks I'm sweet. If you only knew what Tony.
Oh. Yeah, I had one of those. My child, they
Butt
sent me
party.
an offer. They sent me an offer, but they kid did it.
An actual offer. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
I got that one too, Greg.
I mean, look, I really, honestly, where was I showing that wall? I bought that in my sleep, and I'm like, why am I sleep shopping on Amazon? I fell asleep, and I have had my hands land on it, and I once saw something go into the into whatever the page is, like where you have the cart, right? And I was like, what's going on? Why is this happening? I had auto purchase. I had it set so easy to buy that I had like one touch purchasing. And I called them up and I said, what's going on? Why is it so easy for me to purchase stuff? I don't want it to be this easy. And they talked me through it. And they said, you have one touch ordering. I'm like, that's not
the one click buying.
That's not good for me.
I got a gnat or something that keeps flying in my face. And I keep touching my glasses so I can't see.
Her Thursday auctions is Wednesday or Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Leslie, I better check and see if it's still a thing. Yeah, that was scheduled when she was Thursday. But I need to touch base with her.
We should go back to bartering. I would like to be in a bartering world where I used to have a woman who did my highlights and I would give her jewelry.
I know. We participated. I used to have a gift shop long years ago. And there was a community, like this group of barter, you can barter. And like you would offer them such and such for a certain amount and they would offer, and they would say what they had available. Like they would make certain things available for barter. That was cool.
Well, if there's like a real bank of bartering, that would be so nice.
Oh, have fun, baby.
What'd you say?
Her and her mom's going to Marshall's.
I'll have fun. I wish my mom was around. My mom used to, she would shop like there's no tomorrow. When she passed away, there were so many things with tags, and I didn't know about reselling then. I just gave it to a church. Mm-hmm. I mean, garbage bags full of tagged items. It was crazy the amount of stuff that she had. My father, when he looked at it, he goes, she didn't even wear this stuff. What was wrong with her? And I go, I don't know.
Jennifer's got to go to the grocery soon. Me too, Jennifer. Ugh. I hate grocery shopping. I usually send Garrett to do the grocery shopping.
Tony would love to do it without me because he says he spends more when I'm there. Because I said, because you're buying the stuff I want, and otherwise I have to go back and get it.
Mm-hmm.
He's thinking, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, that's all right. The stores are open for you too. And I'm like, okay, let's just go together and we can get what we need.
All right, Susie, we got to decide before we all go.
What, we're supposed to come back on at 2:00? Is that what you want to do? Or 3? 2:30?
3 for y'all. 2, it'd be 2 for me.
And me. I'm central. Yay.
Okay. So 2:00 for us, 3:00 for you.
Yeah.
3:00, we're coming back? Okay, let's do it.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Who wants to come? Does anybody else want to sell?
You're gonna come? Jennifer, you gonna come?
Does anybody want? Why don't you sell some stuff for her? You don't have to show your face.
Who else wants to come? Jennifer, you want to come sell with us? You don't have to show your face. You don't have to show your face.
You just show your fingers. Your fingers.
Bye, Glenn. Show this, the pretty nails.
Just your fingers.
So, Jennifer, you game? Come on, Jennifer.
Pearl, you got some stuff on the offload? Come on, Pearl. You have to show your face.
Who else is coming? One more. Come on.
Come on, Greg, you got some tools?
Chris, you got some plush?
Yeah. I got plush and I've got some sports stuff, I think. We're going to find out.
Got some plush.
Jody says Jennifer has great fingers. She said no. All right, Jennifer.
So the other Joe.
It could be your first live.
Want to come on and sell? Anybody? This is an open ask.
Jody, how about you?
How about you?
Pearl? Oh, Pearl says she may be at Walmart. Y'all got some great excuses, guys.
Really?
Oh my God. That's funny.
Right. Well, Joe's brave.
Working on it.
All right, I'll do a pop-up thingy, majiggy.
All right, we'll do it on your. You want to do it on your channel or mine?
We can do it on mine. It's fine.
She's
and then next time we'll do it on yours.
Okay.
We can switch it up.
So after we started talking about this, and we're losing. I'm looking
at Anyway, just realize, Joe, there may not be nobody there, but we could try.
Oh, Yeah. Spur of the moment. You never know.
We could just turn it into a chit-chat if that happens.
There you go.
Carol says she doesn't have a scale and stuff like that to sell.
All right. Excuses. Okay.
I'm not ready at all.
I'm gonna I'll sell my old scale for cheap if anybody wants it. It gives you an idea. It's really not. I think it was off by a couple of percentage points.
You know, when I started, I used my kitchen scale, my little digital kitchen scale. And Sam's has a really great scale for like under $30.
You don't have to worry about the scale until you start doing the shipping part.
Right.
I got my scale for it was around $20 on Amazon, and I was awake to purchase that one. So
there you go.
Yeah, it's important if you're going to be shipping larger things to have the little your digital readout to be separate.
But Glenn did he told me of something that was pretty smart. He said, if you don't have that thing that's separated, he said, put a bowl upside down on your scale and then sit your package on it. And you zero it out, the bowl, and then put the thing on and you can read it. And I go, okay, there's
that is a good idea.
It is.
So you don't really need that. You just need something to prop it up.
Carol said she used to sell at flea markets, no scales. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. So
yeah.
All right, guys. I guess I'm gonna have to get going. If I need to make a thumbnail, go mail my packages and then come back.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
All right, we'll see you later.
Anytime, Joe.
All right.
Bye.
All right, bye. Take it close down and we'll see y'all later if you want to come.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Right. Thank you for stopping by.
All right. You
Take
ended
care,
it?
everyone.
It's your show, baby. And you end it.
I'll end it. Okay, next week we're on Dawn, so follow Dawn and we'll see you.
Yes, please.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a great day. Bye.